On the news tonight, reactions trailed increase in cost per child of school feeding program by federal government. Post office flyover in danger of articulated vehicles as correspondent examines threat. Plus, update from the world of entertainment and sports. Good evening. We sincerely apologize for our inability to bring news in languages. It is due to our network programs. My name is Abdulwahid Bibire. The federal government has increased the cost of feeding a primary school pupil from 70 to 100 naira and will be spending about 1 billion daily to feed an estimated 10 million children benefiting from the scheme across the country. Olajide Bello visited some of the benefiting schools in Ilorin to get a feedback.
St. John's African Primary School was my first port of call, where I met the headmistress, Comfort Awofadeji, who said the food had been consistent and as such, attendance had been increased.
Really appreciate the effort of government so that the food moved from 70 naira to 100 naira. It improved the quality of the food.
Other headmistresses of Bishop Smith Nazarene Primary School described the program as succor for pupils who were not of privileged background.
Some pupils that are not bringing food to school, what they are preparing for them will be able to at least sustain them for some time before the closing hour.
The value that it will bring is that the pupils will be very happy because that quantity of the food is more than before. Because of that, they are taken. The parents are no more giving them money.
Just like Oliver Twist, the schools are of the opinion that the program will yield more positive results when the issue of insecurity is tackled and flood mitigated to boost the quantity and quality of the meal.
I thank God for the federal government for the food that they bring from Monday to Friday. It's very delicious.
The food that we are eating from Monday to Friday is good, it's very good, 100%. We enjoy the food.
Efforts to get in touch with the focal person of the program with a view to getting first-hand information on how soon the new amount will be implemented in the state was futile. The National Homegrown School Feeding Program under the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development provides a meal daily for pupils in year 1 to 3 in government-owned primary schools. Olajide Bello, NTA News.
Absence of height restrictions barriers at the entrances of the post office flyover in Ilorin metropolis is exposing the structure to danger, as these may allow heavy-duty trucks to ply the flyover. Raliat Ibrahim examines the dangers posed by these developments.
Height restriction barriers are designed to prevent access of unauthorized vehicles from plying certain roads. In this instance, heavy-duty trucks are banned from plying the post office flyover, hence the placement of height barrier at each entrance. One of the barriers is, however, no longer at height, with the second one in jeopardy, leaving the bridge open to being plied by heavy-duty vehicles. This may lead to a shorter lifespan of the bridge.
Since that cover is not there again, we've had some incidents whereas the mallow on top may not know that maybe this thing is there, pass through it and eventually will fall from the top of the thing. When the trailer is coming, then they cannot see the barrier there, they can climb the bridge. So the other people that is coming from the other side, they can cause the dangers of accident because it's not meant for trailer.
According to Abdulhakim Soliu, a vulcanizer who has a shop close to the entrance of the flyover, the ice barrier needs to be restructured as it causes accidents.
The bridge is not strong enough for trailers. That's why they brought this thing there. But when we are here, we work here, we saw many accidents because of this thing. There are many accidents.
Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Works, Isaka Olokoba, says the barriers are constantly being knocked down and re-erected to serve its purpose.
We have started action on how to restore the broken barrier. I've been doing it almost every time. We don't know people that have the habit of going there to knock it down. Maybe deliberately or otherwise, but we are taking proaction so that such things will not happen again.
He called on drivers to ply the right routes and avoid damaging government structures. Raliat Ibrahim, NTA News.
NTA ILORIN News Tonight continues after this timeout.
Ọ̀gbẹ́ni lálòdé. Jíde lálọ́sí lọ. Ọmọ fún ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ jẹ́ rechargeable band níbi ìpolongo àjọyọ̀ ayọ̀ Glo ni o. Èèyàn mi mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ jẹ́ sewing machine látọwọ́ Glo ni. Ṣé pé máa gbọ́ṣẹ́ Glo?
Ẹ wo ẹ̀bùn ńlá tí mo jẹ lọ́wọ́ Glo.
Náà ló ṣe yìí o. Ẹ ṣe.
Ẹbí ló ti ṣe fún kọ́lẹ́jẹ̀mọ́lẹ̀. Kọ́lẹ́jẹ̀mọ́lẹ̀ ọ̀hún. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sájọ̀dún Glo Festival of Joy. Testa 611# láti darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn kó o sì kó nínú àwọn ẹ̀bùn yìí ní ti ayẹyẹ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan nílé ayé ọmọ ìdẹ́yàn. Glo nìkan ló lè ṣe é.
Ọ̀gá landlord, ẹ̀yin náà wọ́n rí bébì náà débẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà lọ recharge Glo.
Ìfilọ́lẹ̀ Glo Festival of Joy.
And our entertainment news. Nigerian hip-hop megastar Ayo Balogun Ibrahim, also known as Wizkid, has won the inaugural Afrobeats category at the 2022 American Music Awards. Kausa Raji has the details.
Nigerian music star Wizkid was part of the first ever nominees for the Favorite Afrobeat Artist at the 2022 American Music Awards and was nominated alongside Burna Boy, CK, Thames and Fireboy, all of whom enjoyed considerable success in the United States in the year. Wizkid also won the Favorite R&B Award with his song Essence featuring Thames and Justin Bieber, while Temilade Okpeni, known as Thames, won 2 awards which are Favorite R&B for Essence and Favorite Hip Hop for her contribution on Future's Wait For You. Rising music artist Cash Comin has released a new single titled Vibes on Vibe. He revealed that the single is about the myriad of realities of life as a superstar. According to him, the single takes on an energetic persona, giving listeners reasons to ease into the moment and be excited. Since the viral news of the Nigerian famous music star David Adeleke losing his only son, he has not been active on his social media platforms even as he marks his 30th birthday today. Nigerian female singer Tenny Akpata, Nollywood actress Eniola Badmus and many of his colleagues and fans are celebrating his 30th birthday on his behalf despite his absence on his social media platforms, while noting how the video shows support for others in the industry and to his fans. Kausa Raji, NTA News.
And our sports. Captain of Nigeria's male senior cricket team, Sylvester Okwe, says the goal of the team ahead of the forthcoming ICC T20 sub-regional qualifier is beyond the World Cup ticket. Mohamed Hassan Asmo on Sport Tidbit.
The Yellow Greens have been in camp since the end of October and have had their initial 20-man list prone to 14 ahead of the qualifiers. Sylvester Okwe said the objective of the team remains unflinching. He added that reaching regional final as well as the World Cup will not be only a win for Nigeria, but will also propel the careers of the players. England captain Harry Kane, along with other European captains from Wales, Denmark, Netherlands, Belgium and Switzerland, have agreed not to wear the One Love armband at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. The World Football Governing Body, FIFA, are threatening to slam the England captain and others who wear the One Love armband onto the pitch with instant yellow cards. FIFA further threatened to give second yellow card if the armband is worn to a second match, which would lead to the player automatically missing the third match. In tennis, Novak Djokovic beat Norway's Casper Ruud 7-5, 6-3 to collect a record-equaling 6th ATP Finals title on Sunday. Djokovic, as a result, earned the biggest paycheck ever in tennis, $4,740,300 for completing the season-ending tournament unbeaten. Mohamed Hassan, NTA News.
It was a convergence of people from all walks of life, including the Kwara State Governor, Abdurrahman Abdurazak, members of the judiciary and the academia, who turned out to pay their last respect to the late Vice Chancellor of Kwara State University, Malete, Professor Muhammad Mustafa Akombi, at a Janaza prayer in Ilorin. Kehinde Omolosho reports that the Janaza was led by the Chief Imam of Ilorin, Sheikh Muhammad Bashir Soli.
Sympathizers in their numbers from all walks of life converged on the family house of late Justice Mustapha Akanbi for the janaza prayers for the deceased. The Chief Imam of Ilorin, Sheikh Mohammed Bashir Soliu, who led the sympathizers in the janaza, prayed Allah to accept the soul of the departed and count him worthy of Al-Jannah Firdaus.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Some of the sympathizers recount with nostalgia the virtues of late Professor Muhammad Akanbi, describing him as a devout Muslim, kind-hearted, humility personified, and a philanthropist whose life touched many on his sojourn on earth.
Here is a man who came and then entrenched what we call academic tradition in Kwasu.
He was just a young man with a large heart.
I mean in him somebody who is very frank, somebody who is very bold, somebody who matches words with action.
Professor Akanbi shows that knowledge makes you to be more humble.
That has left a vacuum that will be very hard to fill.
Miss his mentorship ability.
Late Professor Muhammad Akanbi, until his death, was the Vice-Chancellor, Kwara State University, Malete, a senior advocate of Nigeria, and a professor of law. He is survived by a wife and 3 children. He was aged 51. Kehinde Omolosho, NTA News.
And that wraps it up on NTA ILORIN News Tonight. Thanks for watching. Good night.